Good morning, Brooklyn Center family. I wanted to speak this morning to the grief, trauma, and senseless atrocities that our community has experienced this week. The murder of George Floyd weighs heavily on all of us. We are struggling today. I am struggling today. He was a man who could have been many men that we know. Years ago, he could have been one of our beautiful little boys, bouncing into Earl Brown on his first day of school with a backpack covering neck to ankles and an innocence that shines through and hits you right in the heart. But then he grew up to be a black man who, for some inexplicable reason, represented something dangerous and threatening to police. And he was treated as less than human by those people who had sworn to protect him. I wish I could look each of you in the eye and be with you right now. I want you to hear my heart as we walk through these challenging days. I am angry, I am heartbroken, and I'm terrified. Deep in my spirit, I know that we must come together. We must come together to ensure that Mr. Floyd's life being stolen from him over 8 minutes did not happen in vain. We do not have much more time to hold our centaurs close this year. Keeping you safe is the greatest honor of my life and my number one priority. Today, we must come together. We have to feel the pain together in spite of the fact that it is so easy to split apart, especially in this time of distance. And while we don't have all of the answers, I can promise you this. We in Brooklyn Center Community Schools will stand front and center for diversity, for humanity, with integrity, strength, and unity, and courage for our youth. Moments like these are the ones that define us. We are not a community that shrinks back from the face of injustice. Instead, we will continue moving forward toward the vision of being a haven for inclusivity and anti-racist practices. We are a place that values all voices and lets everyone speak to express joy and grief, gain and loss, happiness and misery, hope and despair. We listen to each other with a vision to improve the future for every one of our children. We are working to help students and families find healthy forms of expression during this time of grief. We're creating spaces for conversations that will last beyond our school year and throughout the summer. We are forming outlets where our community can safely come together to pour out grief and anger and resolution. This is the time where the gifts and talents of our students and our community are needed the most. What will we say, or make, or build, or nurture, or compose in response? Let's be measured by what we create together. And if we tear anything down, let's tear down the walls of division that don't allow us to see every person as worthy of dignity. Let's dismantle any system or process that could hold even one child back from chasing after the pursuits that make their dreams. We're going to take a step forward, then another, and then another, into uncharted territory where hope and health and life are the rules of law by which we live. This is not the only time you will hear from me or from the district about how we will manage through these difficult times. You've heard from our leaders throughout the week. We will use our voices and resources to make sure that we walk together and bring everyone along with us. I love each and every single one of you with a radical love that pushes me forward to fight, and I stand with you.